Throughout the summer, through our other videos and conversations with your kids, we have been talking about why worshiping as a family is important, along with how to engage your child during the worship service. We have talked with the elementary kids about how we are a part of a worshiping community. When we worship together, we are stronger. We can encourage each other, pray for each other, and realize that we're not walking this faith journey alone. If you haven't taken the opportunity yet, I encourage you to watch the other two videos. Sitting with your child and engaging them in service is just one step of worshiping together, being a part of a worshiping community. The next step comes as you leave the church and engage in faith conversations throughout the week. As you drive or as you're home after church on Sundays, you can ask open-ended questions like, what was your favorite part of the service today? What stood out to you in the service? Do you have any questions after the service today? And it's okay if the kids say that their favorite part was coloring. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to help them start noticing what's going on in the service. Another way to engage your kids is to try to connect it to real life. For example, if the sermon was about loving your neighbor, you could ask your child, how could you show kindness to someone this week? You can also sit down and reread some of the scripture from the sermon, sing one of the hymns or psalms that was sung. If your child drew a picture during the sermon about what stood out to them, you can have a conversation around their drawing. My son, who's 4, sometimes goes into the service with his dad, and after those Sundays that he does, I ask him how it went and what his favorite part was. Now, being 4, he will often say that sitting through the talking part, the sermon, was hard. And why, Mom, do they have to talk so long? But this opens up the opportunity for me to continue the conversation and talk about what the sermon was on at an age-appropriate level for him. He will also say that he enjoyed the music, and sometimes throughout the week we will hear songs that have been sung at church, and he will tell us that he knows that song from church. It doesn't have to be a long, complicated process. It's just more about keeping the conversation going and helping your kids see how church can connect to their lives, and maybe even more importantly, how their faith fits into their daily life. It's about connection with each other and others in the worshiping community. It doesn't have to look perfect or pretty. It just is about being present, asking the questions, and giving your child a faith that goes with them, wherever they go. So as we move into worshiping together as a family in August, may you find the courage to keep those conversations going and breathe deep, knowing that God is working through it all.